He doesn't miss you, not the way you think he does, not the way you used to miss him, aching, crying, hoping. A narcissist doesn't miss people. He misses power. He misses the feeling of knowing you'd always pick up the phone, that no matter how badly he treated you, you'd still come back. He misses access. He misses control. He misses the version of you that doubted yourself, the version that apologized even when he was wrong, the version that kept explaining, hoping he'd finally understand. But he never wanted to understand. He wanted to dominate the conversation. He wanted to shape the truth. He wanted your mind, not your heart. Because the truth is, he never fell in love with you. He fell in love with your attention, with your energy, with the way you bent to keep the peace, with the way you ignored red flags just to hold on to hope, with the way you put his needs above your own every single time. That's what he's missing now. Not your smile, not your heart, not the love you gave, but the control he had, the grip he maintained on your thoughts, the way he could twist things and make you question yourself. He misses that version of you, the one he could manipulate. But you're not that version anymore. You've changed. You've grown. You've seen too much to go back. You've finally realized that silence doesn't mean peace, that intensity doesn't mean love, that control isn't connection. He doesn't miss you. He misses the feeling of being needed, of being chased, of being the center of your emotional universe. But you've reclaimed that now. You're no longer orbiting around him. You're grounded in your worth. And yes, it still hurts sometimes. You still replay the good moments. You still remember the early days, the fake charm, the promises. But now you see them for what they were. Strategies, disguises, weapons. You've stopped romanticizing the pattern because once you step out of it, you start to see how predictable it was. The love bombing, the coldness, the chaos, the apologies, the reset. Over and over, until you finally broke the cycle. And now that you're gone, he's reaching. Not out of love, but out of need. A narcissist doesn't miss you. He misses the role you played in his story. But you're writing a new one now, and he's not in it. He told you he missed you. But what he really missed was influence. He missed sending a message and watching your heart race. He missed knowing that he could wreck your peace with just a few words. Because it was never about closeness, it was always about power. He doesn't want connection. He wants control. He doesn't want conversation. He wants compliance. He doesn't want love. He wants leverage. When he says, I miss you, what he really means is, I miss what you gave me. I miss how easy it was to shift the blame. I miss having someone to drain without resistance. And for a while, you gave. Not because you were weak, not because you didn't see the signs, but because you believed in love, because you believed in redemption, because you thought that if you just loved harder, he'd finally treat you right. But love doesn't heal people who are committed to power. Love doesn't fix someone who doesn't think they're broken. You can't teach empathy to someone who uses emotions as weapons. Now that you've walked away, he feels the shift, not in his heart, in his grip. He feels the lack of access, the silence, the boundaries. And that's what he really misses. The old version of you would have replied. The old version would have questioned her decision. The old version would have entertained the apology, the tears, the promises, the cycle. But that version of you is gone. Because now you know better. Now you know that peace is more powerful than apology. That distance is stronger than explanation. That you don't need closure from someone who created confusion on purpose. He doesn't miss you. He misses the reflection of himself he once saw in your eyes. He misses the attention, the control, the ease, but not the real you, because he never truly saw you. And now you see yourself. Clearly, fully, finally. And that's why you're not going back. Not because you don't care, but because you finally care about yourself more. You gave him more chances than he ever deserved. You waited for growth he never pursued. You believed words that were never backed by actions. And still, you loved, you stayed, you tried. And that's what he counted on. Your loyalty, your softness, your hope, that's what made you valuable to him, not as a person, but as a source. He doesn't miss your smile. He misses how that smile gave him permission to keep hurting you. He doesn't miss your love. He misses the way you'd sacrifice your boundaries to protect his comfort. He doesn't miss the connection. He misses the power. Because in his world, emotions are tools, apologies are tactics, promises are distractions, and forgiveness, that's his way back in. But you've seen it too many times. The sudden kindness after the storm, the unexpected messages after silence, the temporary effort after he senses you're slipping away. And for a long time, you mistook that effort for love. You thought maybe, just maybe, this time would be different. But it never was, because it was never about love. It was always about regaining control. Now you're different. Now you don't move on impulse. Now you don't rush to respond. Now you don't mistake chaos for chemistry. You've finally created distance and kept it. You've learned to sit in the silence and not let the past pull you back. You've learned that just because someone misses you doesn't mean they deserve access to you. You've learned that being missed isn't the same as being valued. And that's what he never expected. He thought you'd always return. He thought you'd always listen. He thought he could always push just enough to pull you back in, but he underestimated your healing. He underestimated your growth. He underestimated the strength it takes to walk away from someone you still love, but finally see clearly. You're not cold. You're clear. You're not bitter. You're better. You're not punishing him. You're protecting yourself because you finally understand that love should never feel like fear. That missing someone who hurt you isn't a sign to return. It's a sign to reflect. That I miss you means nothing when it's followed by the same cycle of control. He doesn't miss you. He misses what you gave him. And now that you've taken it back, he's losing control. And that's exactly how your story starts to change. You thought it was love because it felt intense, because it made your heart race, because it pulled you in so deeply, you confused chaos for connection. But now you know better. Now you understand love isn't supposed to hurt like that. It isn't supposed to keep you guessing. It isn't supposed to leave you drained, confused, anxious, and small. A narcissist doesn't love you. He consumes you, piece by piece, until you're no longer sure where he ends and you begin, until you're walking on eggshells in your own life, until your entire identity is wrapped up in managing his moods, calming his storms, protecting his image. And when you finally stop, when you pull away, he says he misses you. But don't mistake that for love. Don't mistake that for a change of heart. Don't mistake that for growth. He doesn't miss the real you. He misses control. He misses being able to shape your emotions. He misses being able to draw you back in with the right words, because that's the pattern. Create chaos. Disappear. Come back just enough to reset the cycle. Leave you wondering. Leave you hoping. Leave you blaming yourself. But not anymore. Not this version of you. The one who finally sees it. The one who finally stopped needing him to confirm your worth. The one who no longer needs closure because the truth is closure enough. You're healing, and that threatens him. Because your silence is louder than your pleading ever was. Because your boundaries scream louder than any I love you ever did. Because your peace is a language he was never fluent in. He misses the days you would have answered. He misses the version of you that needed him, but he'll never meet this version. The healed one, the whole one, the one who doesn't just survive, she sees through, and she doesn't go back. You can love someone and still let go. You can remember the good moments and still protect your future. You can walk away and still be the one with the bigger heart, because choosing yourself is never selfish. It's necessary. He doesn't miss you. He misses control. And now that you've reclaimed yours, you're finally free. He said he missed you. But you've seen the truth. He doesn't miss love. He misses control. And now, you're not giving it back. You're not answering the old patterns. You're not lowering your peace just to feel needed. You're not the same. You're healing. You're growing. You're done. Subscribe for more messages like this, the ones that speak to your truth. Comment, I'm taking my power back if you're choosing yourself now. Turn on the notifications so you never miss the reminder. You were never the problem. You were the threat. This is your healing. And this is the motivational call.